What is going on, toy fan? Project Piper Customs, and welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're brand new to the channel, I wouldn't mind terribly if you could do these three things right here, but if you want to wait to the end of the video. So what are we going to be doing in this video today? Well, ever since we made the Alien vs Predator diorama, the link for that build video will be right there. I have been itching for some more foam carving, especially with the imprinting that we did on that diorama. So that was it, I needed a new project. So as I'm scrolling the murky waters of Facebook and Instagram, I'm scrolling away, and then we found this. The Lord Drakkon sitting on his throne. Now, for any of you Power Ranger heads out there, you know exactly who this is. And for those who aren't, this is the evil Tommy Oliver, also known as the Green Ranger. Rest in peace, Jason David Frank. Represent. And that throne was the perfect project to get back into some foam carving. Unfortunately, there's one little issue. I didn't have a Lord Drakkon figure, but I knew someone who did. So a close friend of mine, and for the sake of this video, we'll call him Rob. He does have an extensive Mighty Morphin Lightning Collection. So I hit him up and I was like, yo, and he was like, we're there. I was like, hey, I'm making the Lord Drakkon throne. Was wondering if you wanted it after I was finished shooting it for a video. He was like, hell yeah. Boom, job done. So we have our plan. I do have a White Ranger figure for scaling and reference. Right. So let's get to the bench and let's get to work. Alright, so we got our stack of scrap foam here. This is actually left over from the AVP diorama build. And yeah, no sketchbook this time. We are going in dry. So as you can see, we've got a couple of bits of the thick stuff. Alright, just there. And we've got a few bits and pieces of the thinner stuff. Alright, so I'm guessing primarily we're going to be building the throne out of the thicker stuff, just because it's going to have that more imposing feel of rock and stone. And the layered stone base from the reference images right here, we're going to use this thin stuff and just sort of layer it up and chop away at it as we go. But we need to work out some diameters and measurements and thickness and what have you. So let's bring in the figure. Okay, so we have Mr. Tommy Oliver here. Now, for starters, I've already been messing around with him posing, trying to get him into a sort of semi-relaxed seating position. Alright, so that is as far back as he's going to go sitting on this. So yeah, I'm happy with this thickness being the seat, but obviously there's a little bit before we hit the base, there's a big gap by his feet. So let me just see if two thicknesses of this foam will work. Alright, so looking at that, seems alright. I've got this knee elevated up a little bit more because I want him to have have 1 foot resting on the helmet. And that, whoa, that's bang on, look at that. Look at that, spot on there, right up where the base is. Okay, so back of the knee is right there. Okay, it's planted on the foam, looks like it's perfect on the foot. All right, so now I want to bring in another bit of foam. So now I want to see where the back part of the throne is going to be the best place. So it's about there, that's where he's touching the figure. Okay, so we're going to get that marked up and then we can start doing some cutting. And there we are. Okay, so we have our 2 sections for the base. They are now glued down. Now, as you can see, I did go a little bit overboard with the glue itself. It started oozing out at the front and the sides, so I had to dig it away, and of course it's left a lot of indentations, but that's all right. It actually adds to the weathering that we're going to be doing to it later. And we have our arms. Okay, so they are going to go on the sides just like that. Okay, bosh. All of these surfaces need a bit of a sand because obviously they're uneven from the cuts. But once we get that done, I'm going to get these 2 glued to the sides, and then we can work on the back. All right, essentially where a majority of the detail will be. And then once we've done that, we can then work on the base. And there you have it. Okay, so we've got the arms glued on. Obviously you saw me do a lot more work on them before I glued them down, my bad, but I am really loving the way they're turning out. Love the stone carved texture, a lot more to do in that area, but so far it's a good start. We can work on the back wall finally, or headrest, whatever you want to call it. So, alright, we've got our foam, using the thin stuff this time. Okay, so now we're going to line it up at the bottom, just like that. Get Tommy all nice and perched inside. Alright, so there you are. Alright, you comfortable, Tommy? Better be. And now, going to take our pencil, and of course we're going to give it a good old layout as to how the back wall is going to look. Okay, so I'm going to start from about here. Alright, just going to give it a rough old sketch about there, coming up, probably about to about here, bringing it back down, something like that. So getting him out of the way. Alright, so now I'm going to trace it around the chair itself, so we've got a point of reference. Ta-da! Okay, now I'm going to bring it down like so. So it matches the back. Okay, cool. And now we can cut it out. Really not caring how neat I'm doing this, as again, this is going to be like jagged rock, so the rougher the better in my opinion. Dooby dooby doo 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 doo. Don't need them. Alright, now that I've actually got Tommy in the seat itself, in position, it's actually looking a little bit too large, so I may bring it in a bit smaller. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Yeah, I'm liking that a bit better actually. It's not too imposing now, but actually looks a lot more contained and in scale. Yeah, happy with that to go ahead and start adding the logo right here. All right, so we have the back piece done. We have the design drawn on, as you can see here. Got obviously the chair outline done as well. So we've got the design drawn on and we've got it inked. Okay, very important to ink once you lay pencil down on this foam, because one smudge and that is it, it is gone. And so now what we're going to do, we're going to take that away and we're going to start imprinting so we can get that embossed texture in the levels. Then we're going to go on with some texturing all over, and then we're going to go in with carving out the cracks and then really bringing them out and defining those cracks, and then we're ready for paint, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get to it. en route to drop off the piece. He only lives up the road, which is handy. Got it in hand. Let's go. Nearly there. God damn, it's cold. Let me know if it's freezing right now wherever you are in the world. Right, let's type in the code before I get the wrong one. I think it's and cool.
What is the password?
Amy Johnson's still fit.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, there's a handsome man. How you doing, dude? I'm cold. I'm so cold. Now, you're going to hate me in a minute, Janet, because I'm about to enable your husband to find space for something that I've made for him.
Is that what the big I've never broke any of this stuff.
No, I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. But it's insurance policy.
Because of what?
Because you know what happened.
What would happen?
All right, Rick. Right. So that's what you lent me. Figures and such. All right. And there you go. Merry Christmas. Now it's bubble wrap. You're gonna have to pull it apart. There you go.
Star Wars.
You got to find room for this now, and that's where it's not my problem comes in.
This is going to be a me.
That's a you problem. That is a you problem.
Ooh. Power Rangers.
There you go. And magnets are right there. There you go. Don't worry, if you ever need to move it, it is modular.
Yeah.
It's a modular, so it can go away. No, but it's a great insurance policy. If ever pisses you off, you can just threaten one of his figures. I think she can stand on the back. So, Robert, are you happy?
I'm very happy.
Good. Now you've got to find somewhere for it. Jan, sorry, I apologise in advance. You got some real estate for it.
As my new stall, put it on your back.
Love everyone, love Kunkles all. But what was it I said earlier? And it's not my problem anymore.
That's a you problem.
It's a you problem. It's a you problem.
I'll just throw it at the door, make it hit the wall.
Damn! Alright, mission accomplished. He's happy. I'm happy. His missus isn't. But now let's get to the sexy, saucy final shots. That is a wrap for this one, guys. Thank you so much again for watching. If you enjoyed this one, please be sure to give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what you would like to see me tackle next. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.